Hello everyone, in this episode I'm going to be talking about Resident Evil 4. Now, if I ever get views on this episode, I'm probably going to catch a lot of shit. But, everybody has their own opinions and stuff, and that's fine. And my opinion is I absolutely hate this fucking game. Now, let me step back. I beat this game in 2010. I would go on to beat 50 video games in 2010. Out of those 50 video games, this was my least favorite game I beat that year. Now let's go back some more. This game came out in 2005, same year that God of War 1 did. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Resident Evil 4 basically swept all of the major Game of the Year awards. And that is absurd to me. I mean, God of War 1 is a timeless classic. I mean, I could see myself playing that game 20 years from now and still enjoying it. I played Resident Evil 4 5 years after it came out and absolutely hated it. But to be fair, I didn't hate everything about the game. I actually enjoyed the first part of the game a lot. The village was cool, the lake was fun, and fighting the bald guy who kind of looks like me was interesting. But it was when I got to the castle that just everything bogged down in the game. I was probably in that castle for about 10 hours. I hated basically everything in that castle, having to do the president's daughter, having to just do everything. I mean, it's just, ugh. And after the castle, the island thing, I just was so frustrated by then. I was just putting my head down and going through the game at that time. Just going through the motions. I think the main problem is I went into this game thinking that it was going to be one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. And that's never really a good thing to do. I mean, you try doing that with a movie, you're gonna be disappointed. But I wasn't just disappointed by this game. I absolutely hated this game after the first part. I mean, it was just, ugh. Now, I do understand that this game was revolutionary in many areas, like the over-the-shoulder aiming and stuff. I mean, yeah, I'll grant it that, but just a couple of years later, games had already improved upon it and made this game pretty antiquated already. Like Dead Space, Metal Gear Solid 4, Mass Effect. I mean, they already, just a couple of years after perfected that whole thing. So it's kind of hard to play Resident Evil 4 in 2010 and go, oh man, that was so awesome. But yeah, that's not, I guess, entirely fair to it. But hey, it's not like you can say Grand Theft Auto 3 is better than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Just because it came out first doesn't mean it's better. So, but it wasn't just all that stuff. Leon Kennedy I thought was pretty damn boring in this game as a protagonist. I mean, he just didn't really offer anything up other than just being cheesy and just And this really wasn't a scary game at all, so I was definitely disappointed in that aspect. I thought the addition of alien virus and tentacles and stuff, I just thought that was dog shit. I mean, just get that out of here. It's just supposed to be a zombie game. I mean, I remember the first time I saw the trailer to Resident Evil 5, I was like, holy shit. And then I saw the second trailer, and that's when they started showing the tentacles popping out of the torsos and stuff, and I was like, ugh! What the hell did they do to this amazing game? They put tentacles in it? And seeing how this is a Japanese game, what do you think the first thing I think of when I see a tentacle in it? Yeah, hentai. Very, very gross hentai. I'm not thinking, oh man, that was so creepy, ugh, so gross, ugh. No, I'm thinking of little chicks going, mee, with a tentacle in their crotch, but whatever. It's just sad. Leon Kennedy was boring. The script was absolutely horrible. I remember there was a part in the game, I think you were in the garden, I guess, or something, and Leon Kennedy was talking to, I think his name was Salazar or whatever. They were basically talking about who had the worst lines in the script. So I don't know I guess they were trying to make the script as bad as they could to joke on it, I guess, but it's just, I don't know. But I just didn't like the game. I mean, the inventory system was antiquated. I mean, it was basically the same inventory we've had since Resident Evil 1. The melee combat was, I guess, an okay addition and stuff. But didn't really, I mean, it wasn't like CQC from Metal Gear Solid 3. It's just not a great game. And that was the whole, reason why I played it. Because in the press, I mean, they talk about Resident Evil 4 with like reverence and awe. I mean, it's crazy. But I understand a lot of people love this game, and I just respectfully disagree with them on this one. This isn't the only thing I've gone against the grain on with people. I mean, I hate the TV show The Walking Dead. I think it's the most boring and overly emotional piece of crap I've ever tried to watch. Granted, I only watched the first 2 episodes, and didn't really click with me. I really tried, but I've got better things to watch than The Walking Dead. Have you ever heard of a little thing called Adult Swim? And another thing was the Dark Knight movie. Now, I liked Heath Ledger. I thought he was a very good Joker. Thought he kind of simplified the Joker a little bit here and there, but I mean, I thought he was good. I really liked Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent. I really would have liked to have seen him be Two-Face a little bit longer than he was in the movie, but everything else in the movie I hated, so I thought it was way too long. I thought Batman changing his voice every 5 seconds was ridiculous. I mean, Christian Bale should have been laughed out of the freaking theater when they premiered that movie. It was just, I just didn't really like the movie. But I'm not doing that to be a tool. I mean, like I said, I have my own opinions. I went through 50 games in 2010. I know what I'm talking about. So if you disagree, that's fine. Let me know if you have a counter argument or whatever. But that's my opinion, and my opinion is Resident Evil 4 sucks donkey dong.